I'm telling you, one of these days I'm going up that mountain and never coming down again. Life's different up there, man. Slower, colder, nearer the sky. All thanks to the Yetis. We have so much to learn from them. Last visit, one of my Yeti friends showed me how to make a hat out of snow, and I'll always be thankful for that.
Students are reminded that you really should be self-sufficient by now. Reminded that the student lounge doesn't have to look like that. Janitor needed in dormitory. The staff room, try getting back to work. Is an academic institution. Our bathrooms are co-educational.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth. Cheers, cheers! On 2 Point Radio, forget what you're doing and give in to the saccharine melodies of my voice. I am Sir Nigel Bickleworth, and you may not know it, but you've just made a wonderful decision. The finest radio show in town, coming right up.
Students are reminded that it's not too late to change everything about yourself. Now taking students for medical school. Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you. Announcement. Taste tests are now banned in pharmacology. We warned you. It doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities. Students are reminded that some grades are personal.
This week on Sir Nigel Reviews, we'll be talking about a modern beat combo, a group that call themselves the Helium Baboons. I must admit, while it may not be my usual cup of beef tea, for contemporary mindlessness, and that's what this is, it was not as bad as most of today's dirge and drivel. Helium Baboons, not as bad as I feared they would be. 2 shrugs out of a possible 5.
Attention, your finger is not a toothbrush. universe is expanding, even more than usual.
It's time for Spill the Tea, where we take some finely dried hearsay from our shameless county and strain it for all the precious nectar we can. Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge is under scrutiny for describing 2 Point's youth as ambitionless nitwits, and I can see why. I can only hope that it's an abridged form of the full quotation. It would be remiss of him to forget that they are also loud, foolhardy, crass, smelly, and generally hopeless.
Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you. Failing students might. Library requesting assistant.
Bungle Records are looking for the next big thing. Could it be you? Or you? Or even you? Each time someone plays one of your songs on Bungle Music, we'll show our big pile of money a framed picture of you. Bungle Music. It's not about the money. Well, not for you anyway.
Congratulations. Research project complete.
And now, for the results of last week's sonnet writing competition. I must say I was appalled, if not surprised. They were lacking structure, they were lacking soul. Some of you wouldn't know an iamb from a dactyl. We'll be rolling the competition on to next week, so send in your sonnets. They can't get any worse.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet. Assistant needed in library. Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you.
My respect for those that choose chivalric and knightly pursuits. Well, it's really very large. The Bigglesworths, after all, come from... A rich and prestigious line of people on and near horses. That being said, feudal aristocracy used their hands far too much for my liking. The swordsmanship, the adventuring. Have you ever held a lance? It's a chore. If you're so important, why are you doing all that work? Rule smarter, not harder.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Students are reminded to take a jacket, now and forever. Assistant needed in library. Medical announcement. Patients arriving with bodily druids.
Seems that Agatha Sphere and the Orb Foundation are targeting the county's colleges in an attempt to appeal to a younger demographic. Those orb-happy loons must be subdued at all cost. But wasting their time trying to brainwash our brainless students seems like a terrific diversion. I'm so glad we found a use for our horde of unwashed undergraduates.
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities. But not socially optional. Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat.
And now for the segment we call Agony Answers. You provide the agony and I'll provide the answers. This week's problem is from Helpless in Hogsport. I'm stuck in my bathroom. I think the doorknob fell off. What should I do? Well, I'd start by contacting someone under less anonymous circumstances. Perhaps a friend or the local authorities. Best of luck and so on.
End of year is approaching. It's too late to start trying. Over. Students must vacate the campus. New students should make a good first impression. No pressure. It's not your year, it's just another year. Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Failing students might want to try something else.
You're listening to
Ricky Hawthorne. On 2 Point Radio. Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. Today I balance two hats jauntily on my one singular head. My regular disc jockeying hat is joined by my occasional chef hat. Yes, I'll be taking you all over 2 Point County as I recount my latest culinary travels when I set out to find the finest foods our great county has to offer. Just a hungry man and his hatchback. It's a tale as old as time.
Attention, your finger is not a toothbrush. Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet.
The culinary world is a lot like the real world. There are places, there are smells, there's a chance you'll get lost. After a series of wrong turns, now 16 miles off course, I was treated to the first food of my trip. A wondering puffed pastry and something I believe to be meat. The buttery sausage-style matter mingled playfully with hints of pine from my air freshener. It was unexpected. It was dangerous. It was cold in the middle.
Attention, your finger is not a toothbrush. Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that.
ask me, Hogsport boasts the finest milkshakes in White County. At the Oily Cormorant, they'll serve you a traditional in an old leather boot and throw in a salt and vinegar. You just cannot beat it. Milkshakes are a great tradition. They're in our blood. In fact, I once received medical attention after enjoying a few dozen shakes and was told that my blood was over 60% ice cream. How we laughed.
Janitor required to repair training pod. Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Weather report. I'm so cold. Studies. Go to the nurse and get back to work.
New to the Gramy student range, unfoldable pizza.
Yum.
It'll fill you up without filling up your cupboards.
Oh yeah.
Grumly's unfoldable pizza. It's a fraction the size of your average frozen pizza.
Whoa.
And when it's unfolded, well, you've got yourself a whole pizza. Just like Mama used to make.
fill a temple with crisps. Assistant to the library. Thank you.
Ricky Hawthorne on 2 Point Radio. I'm a huge fan of Yeti cuisine. Yes, our neighbors to the north really know their way around a kitchen. From stews and pickles to 5-tiered sandwiches. And, of course, their pies. Cold hands make the boldest pastry, after all, and it is freezing up there. You really must try it. It's the food of the people, and those people are Yetis.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet. Medical announcement. Patients arriving with blockhead. Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Students are reminded to take a jacket, now and forever. doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
I was famished when I arrived at the Royal Tumble Hotel, so much so that I took advantage of my kitchenette and feasted greedily on some toast. When I returned from a walk, I was stunned to find that all crumbage had been decrumbled. The bed was made and the toilet spotless. Every sign of life had been washed away. You've got to ask yourself, had I really been staying here? Indeed, do I exist at all? Lovely stuff.
The campus provides healthcare for its students. Well, it should. Library requesting assistant. Doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
This trip was all about regional delights and cultural differences. One man's casual vol-au-vent is another's world-shattering epiphany. The people of Smogley have been crusting and dusting their fish for as long as anyone can remember. But at the recently opened What's the Batter, they use a unique cheesy gubbin crumb. Ho 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 ho! I can safely say that it was the cheesiest fish this DJ had ever eaten. That's a winner.
Janitor required in training room. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. End of year results